I did. I totally pulled a staff. I'm a terrible person. All right, so let's do that again.
All right, for everybody who's watching live, round
Take two.
Brave, the Drunken the season, where you tell stories your best friends already know, you may not want your family to ever hear, but always makes for a great conversation. Raise a glass or more, we don't judge, every week for Drunken Confessions.
Hello again. Welcome to Drunken Confessions, episode 55.
Wait, no, hold on. No, I'm totally kidding.
Like, really, Dave? Really?
I was like, we're done.
It's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
This never happened to me. It must be because you're so hot.
Oh. I second that.
Talking to me or stuff?
You and your background.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You and all those dicks.
I'm really not interested in her background full of dicks. That's
Really? I find it
sure?
very interesting myself. I'm rather amused by it.
All right, so welcome to episode 55 of
Amy's
Drunken
like,
Confession.
Right, shut the hell up. Let's just go.
So tonight is... Oh, well, first of all, Cass, who are you?
Good question. I'm Cass. I am your spirit guide.
All right, and I'm your host, Amy.
Y'all are
Welcome
awkward
to the
as
shit
hell.
show.
I'm
Y'all are
Isaac,
awkward.
your ship's bartender.
I'm Stephanie, your sweaty head engineer. Woo.
And we got...
Who totally just screwed up the intro and forgot to hit record. That was her.
Me. I did that.
Yeah, remotely. And then we have Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that sums it up. Does it
Hey,
sum it up?
we're off to a just well-oiled start.
I know.
This bodes
really
so
is.
well
This is
for the
a
future
hot
of this
flippin'
episode.
mess, so we apologize if you're watching, but it's going to get better.
That
We
means
guarantee you.
it's time for a shot. So let's.
Couldn't get worse.
I'm gonna
Cheers to
lubricate a
not
little
being
bit.
able to get worse.
Cheers.
In case I haven't mentioned it yet, I'm telling you right now, this peanut butter whiskey in Chambord, that's my jam. Like that little PB&J shot is so goddamn good. I'm a fan. Like that's going to be my new demand when I go to bars. I'm going to be just a condescending, demanding prick, which I know is new for me. And
I was going to say, and
Your
and
point.
then
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the change up.
Right.
Ah.
So,
All right.
Speaking of going to the bar.
Yeah. So we had some new things happen here in Michigan this week. Bars and restaurants opened up.
Freedom!
It was great. So
you went, right?
Yeah, my daughters came into town to visit with my mom, and because I haven't seen my mom in forever. Well, my youngest has seen her not too long ago, but my older daughter hasn't seen my mom in a very long time. So they came down to visit, and they're like, "Hey, let's go out to eat now that we can." So there's a restaurant bar right up the street that I know they opened because when she's a customer of ours. So we went there. Oh, just had a great time. I actually got to have a draft beer, and I've been craving. It's so funny. I've been craving a draft beer. So I finally got to have my Dirty Blonde draft. You know, we had some good old food.
You could buy a decent kegerator for like $200. I'm just saying, like problem solved.
Yeah, and I'm trying to actually cut back on my drinking. So.
Right. Don't encourage her.
No. As a matter of fact, you know, I've been actually buying less beer when I go to the store now, like 6-packs, so that I'm not over drinking anymore.
I know,
so
and it's been hilarious. So you're like, no, I'm only drinking, and then you run out of beer, and then you switch to wine.
And I switch to wine.
Like,
And then I switch to wine or drink out the moonshine. We're not doing that.
We have heard about the 6-pack rule for about 2 weeks now.
Can you
just saying? So Cass's new information is she went to the bar for the first time in however many months we've been quarantined here.
Right. It was great.
Dave, anything new with you this week?
I am very proud of myself. I resisted and ignored all of the 12:01 a.m. Monday morning bar opening invites that I had, and did not go.
Good job.
Everybody thinks I have no willpower and that like I'm just a total barfly, and they're mostly right. But but in this particular instance, I was good, and I did. I figured plus I knew Monday night we were having Fred Brown, the infectious disease expert, back on our show, and I didn't want to have to look him into the eye and tell him that I'd been out bar hopping the day of the show,
right?
Because he'd be like an angry dad and he would scold me. But no, I mean, honestly, it's been a relatively mellow week. I'm not gonna. So I you know what? No, I'm not even gonna get political on here. So screw it. I had a really good day today because of a conversation that I had with somebody. And yeah, just kind of made me feel.
That's awesome. Yeah, I did read your Facebook post. I thought that was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Stephanie, what's new and exciting with you this week, girl? You have a Kickstarter going, and you have a
it's
lot
funded,
of things
so she doesn't have to worry about it anymore. We never have to hear about it again because it's funded. We never.
You still have to hear about it. You still have to hear about it.
Dave. That was a little harsh.
Yeah, we're really close to our first stretch goal, and I want to give people free stuff. What's wrong with that?
Right. So if you are into horror comics, Stephanie, how can they check out your page and your comic and your Kickstarter?
Well, you can just go to my Facebook page, Stephanie Menard, and you can see how to spell it, StefaniManard. Go to my Facebook page, and there's like links and all kinds of fun stuff. Or just look up Aeonian 3 on Kickstarter.
You can buy cool comics with Menards. That's
You're a dork.
Yeah, that was really lame.
That was a stretch.
Really,
honestly,
I go to box for 2 minutes. I feel shame.
Yeah, the best thing that's happened since the last time I was on the show is I got to go to the dentist finally today and get my teeth cleaned. So my teeth are feeling like really like extra sparkly, and yeah, feeling good about the dentist.
Oh, I know, right there.
Yeah,
when
she smiles, you need to edit so it goes bling right there.
Yeah.
Really, I was gonna CGI in some spinach or something. I thought that.
Yeah, just like one blacked out tooth. That would have been. I mean, I would have laughed. But
it would be funny.
So new on our side is today is our 3-year wedding anniversary.
Woo!
Cheers.
Face.
Cheers.
Cheers.
My beer keeps looking like penises.
And I feel like that would be an enormous deal if you hadn't been together for like 20.
I know. It's like been 17.
Sorry.
I think.
I was adding. I'm sorry.
Don't exaggerate, Dave.
I was adding 17 and 3. I was doing math in my head. That happened.
There you go. So happy 3 years. Mwah.
He disappeared when he kissed you from your background.
I know. I'm trying something new with the background. It's not very cool with 2 people. It was working with 1, but
yeah, my penises seem to be doing fine.
Oh, I love your cock.
Thank you.
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Alrighty then.
And that's the kind of night we're going to have tonight.
Jeremy, big fan of the cocks.
Yes. I had a feeling, it was going to be an interesting show because I did absolutely nothing to help plan anything tonight. I was just like.
That's not true. I believe you were involved in the planning for what will be the finale of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
It's going to be a
finale.
And for what it's worth, involvement. I will just say it now. I would highly recommend turning off the virtual background when we get to that, so you don't have the issues with things showing up on screen.
Oh yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally, for sure. So what Dave was getting to is we have a little contest going, and Dave had to help me buy a present for Jeremy for our anniversary, and Cass had to help Jeremy buy a present for me for our anniversary. And Stephanie was the impartial judge to make sure that we weren't buying the same things. We had a few rules. Rule number 1, the most important rule that we had to stick to was no butt stuff.
No butt stuff.
No butt stuff. So by the end of this
Jeremy
episode,
disappears. He doesn't disappear into the background.
Me.
So at the end of the episode, if you guys want to see what happens, and is Stephanie revealing a winner, like who got the best gift? Is there a winner in
No,
this?
that's not fair. That's
No,
not
I
fair.
feel like you two are gonna have to come back next week.
Yeah, and
tell
say
us
who's
got
the
best.
winner.
We'll do
The
that.
best gift.
We'll do that.
Good
Which one
idea,
came up?
Dave. Good idea. So why don't we start off with Drunken Confession?
Yes.
Didn't
That's
Amy
where
came up with a
I
bunch
was-
of new ones.
So anyway,
Yeah.
so that's what they call a teaser in the industry, kids. So if you're watching, you're gonna want to keep watching because I was involved in this, and I assure you, this is going to be entertaining.
Epic. Is it gonna be epic?
No, I hate that. No, I hate that. I hate no.
You
It
hate
will not,
epic?
no, it will not be epic, but it'll be
It's
entertaining.
gonna be epic.
It'll be
It's
entertaining,
epic. It's gonna be epic.
and it'll be
All right.
fun.
So for the first Drunken Confession, if you could only have sex in one position, what would it be?
Didn't we do this last week?
Off the air, we did that. Dave,
Oh.
when we all came up with these.
Yeah.
This new set of Drunken Confessions was a group effort, and we did this
I
off the
forgot.
air.
It blurs together.
I
It
know.
blurs together after a while.
Well,
of what
I've
we're-
become, like quarantine doesn't like it does not work like real time. Like it just
That is-
it does
that's
not.
It just
accurate.
totally blurs together.
Yeah.
You don't know what was done on, off.
All right, so Cass,
Oh.
go first. If you could have sex in one position, what would it be?
Forever and ever?
Yeah, forever and ever.
Missionary.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm boring.
Steph?
I didn't hear what Cass said.
She said missionary.
Oh, I don't really know. I don't really have necessarily a favorite, so I don't know.
We gotta pick one. We're not asking your favorite. We're asking which one if you could only do one.
If
I
you
pick
could only
missionary
do
just
one.
because
She's
I got bad knees.
guys. All I'm gonna say is room audience.
What?
Oh, yes. Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay, so
I didn't hear.
Steph, just say plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth.
Woo, woo. Okay. Dave, what is yours?
So Cass, I'm gonna mirror you, but with like non-vanilla reasoning. So like missionary is good because I like being able to look into somebody's eyes. Like I am all about like the facial expressions and all that kind of stuff.
You want to see somebody's O face?
I absolutely do. But plus, you can like there's some
You can do that
variety
with
working there.
mirrors.
Like you can do different things with the legs. You can do different things. Like there's just, like you don't have to just be straight. You know,
It doesn't have to be just like this.
right?
So basically, you can get creative with it.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, and I'm gonna make my husband answer before me.
But candidly, my favorite position is whatever one I'm allowed to be in. That's yeah.
No.
Damn.
All right, Jeremy.
All right.
Yeah, I like the pretzel, which is when the feet are behind both ears and the hands are out around the legs, grabbing the buttocks.
Okay.
Wait, are you banging octopi and we don't know it? Like what that? How
Right.
does that?
Amy didn't know you were a contortionist, but now
I had
we
no
do.
idea.
She didn't know, but she's
Had
going
no
to
idea. I had no idea Amy was a 19-year-old Asian gymnast. Had no clue.
Yeah,
Amy, just fade into the background. You can do it.
right?
Mine's
No,
not
not
working.
working.
Jeremy does.
That's not fair.
Well, Amy, you should probably start going to yoga classes. Just
I guess I got. Okay. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, Amy, yours?
Okay. I'll actually answer this one. I'm embarrassed to answer it, but what the fuck? It's doggy style.
Why is that embarrassing?
Because I'm admitting it.
Dude, there's
Because
nothing.
you have to say it out loud.
There's
Yeah, I said
nothing
it out
wrong.
loud.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with
I
grabbing
said
onto
doggy
somebody's hips and going to town.
So-
Absolutely nothing wrong.
Oh, the dog pound.
Wait a minute. Are you assuming Amy's pegging?
No.
What?
That
Well,
is
he said
not.
grabbing
that?
somebody's hips and going to town, and it's your position. And never mind.
All right.
I'm not
I'm
here-
going to go get a drink. I
I'm
will
not
be
here to
right
judge.
back.
What they
I don't
do.
judge.
What they do-
On that note, Stephanie needed a drink.
Okay, that's fine.
Hey, what they do after opening up their gifts is on them.
True. I don't judge.
All right, so
Actually, so there's a good question. So since neither of you know what the other is getting, do you have any trepidation at all about what these gifts might be, what the other person might be queued up for?
Okay.
I think that the idea that Dave came up with for me to give Jeremy he's not gonna see it coming. Because I never once ever thought it was gonna be in my element.
Ooh.
Well, now I'm worried.
They should be.
Hey, Jeremy, well, I wasn't 11 seconds ago, but now
Oh, did you guys go soft? Am I going to be the one who's embarrassed? Because I was already super embarrassed going to the store buying this item.
Really?
And I feel like we have to like give a little background here for the listeners. So the best part about this entire story is that Sunday, or no, it was Saturday, Amy like drops this thing in the chat that says, "Hey, we want to do this funny thing for our anniversary, yada yada yada. We want like help buying each other gifts and something da da da." And I'm like, all right, cool. Well, and it's like, and like, you know, Dave, you're going to be with Amy. You know, Cass, you're going to help Jeremy. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I start shooting her links, and then she's like, oh well, but we want it by Wednesday for the show because that's our anniversary. And I'm like,
everything up.
Well, then now you're going to have to go to a store. May the force be with you.
Now,
so, Amy, what kind of mask did you wear when going into the store?
Right. Was it one of those?
Actually, the mask that I wore going into the store was what Jeremy calls my panty mask. He calls it. He thinks my just plain black mask looks like a pair of panties. I swear he gets turned on every time I put it on.
Are you going to wear that? Do you have you worn it in bed yet?
So he's like into Mortal Kombat, is what I'm getting from that.
That's the thing,
right?
Well, you know the strip clubs are already open.
Are they?
They are restaurants and bars.
The strip club right up the street from you.
No lap dances though, unless they're 6 feet apart.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Can you do
masks? Are they all wearing masks?
I don't know. I'm really curious. I think we need to like go.
I feel like this sounds like for science, we should do a research trip for science.
Yeah, we should.
For science.
We got that little place. We got that little place up the street from our houses, Amy. Mm-hmm. That little
Isn't that Subi's that's over there?
Yeah, that's the one that's open.
Oh,
yep,
God.
it's I swear
somebody posted it on
I've posted
it on Facebook.
I haven't been in Subi's
between Stephanie and I.
A decade.
I've never been, and it's like right up the street from my house.
Facebook, so
we should. We'll plan. Let's go.
I went years ago.
So the reason why we came up with this little gift exchange challenge was because Jeremy and I have always wanted to do every anniversary at Arbor Brewery where we got married. This year we actually wanted to do our live podcast from Arbor Brewery. COVID hit, everything happened, everything was so unsure. So it was just like, okay, it is what it is. I don't know when things are going to open. So it was a last minute decision, but I think it's going to be freaking hilarious.
We'll find out, won't we?
Well, honestly, to give you a little background of me walking into a store to buy this thing that Dave said I should buy, I actually told the lady, and I gave the lady, she looked at me funny.
Can I draw you a diagram?
She was kind of looking at me funny, and then all of a sudden I felt the need to be like, okay, so as part of the contest, and I gave her the whole background.
Seriously?
Because people that work at sex toy shops give a shit. Like they've seen everything.
No, that's what she told me. She stopped me and she goes, sweetheart, I've seen so much crap. You don't have to explain yourself. It's fine. I told you.
I went to the Noir Leather once.
It's going to be, I'm giving this to my husband live on video. And she was like, oh, and you're this embarrassed just talking to me about it?
Hold on. That reminds me. Let me go boost this video. Let's get some more people watching live.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, I was like, I left there. I did leave there. I bought it, left there. And then I was like, yeah, I'm a champ. And then I immediately texted Dave and was like, okay, I did it. And you should have seen 50 Shades of Amy. 50 Shades of Red.
Well, I'm proud of you. Look at you.
I am too.
You're growing up, kid.
I know. It's here.
All right. On that note, let's do another drunken confession.
All right.
Sure, why not?
All right. So what is the biggest age difference you've had between yourself and a sexual partner?
Ooh.
12
Dave's
years.
is going to be like 40 years or something.
Mine is 12.
Cass is 12.
No, mine is 22.
I was a cougar. Wow.
I think
I was a cougar. Dave is a whore. Which way, Dave? Which way?
No, so it
Were
was
you sugar daddying it? You know?
it was actually when my mom died.
we've heard this story.
Yeah, and her best friend decided she wanted to cheer me up.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And you were 16?
My answer is 11.
I think mine is 11 too. Somewhere between
I
10
don't
and
feel
12.
bad about 12 years then.
Yeah.
No.
Except he was
Jeremy, what's
younger.
yours?
Oh, mine is 8.
Younger
Yeah.
or older, though?
All right, so I'm the
that?
degenerate.
Steph, younger or older?
You are a degenerate.
She was
As,
older.
as per usual, I'm the degenerate. Cool. That's awesome. Thanks, guys.
Amy,
You're
younger or older?
Older. He was older. I was younger.
Jeremy,
Same.
younger or older?
She was older.
Am I
By
the
8
only one
years.
that had somebody 12 years younger?
Okay, so
Are
you're
you
the
counting
degenerate.
your one night stand because we already went
Bring it
over
around.
this? This
No,
was
no, no,
not-
no, no.
Okay.
No,
All right.
no. This was back when I sold real estate. When
Okay.
after my divorce and I was working new construction, my superintendent
She had
He
somebody come in
was-
and lay the pipe.
was 20 something. I was 30
Wow.
something.
I've been with like people who were younger than me. Just the biggest age gap has been with, somebody who was older than me.
Right.
So,
Not
I
me.
mean,
I've never been with anybody more than 2 years older than me.
well, aren't you special?
Well, no, I'm just immature.
And the truth comes out.
I'm gonna admit it. I'm owning it. Owning it.
Well, good for
Oh,
you.
there you are.
And I'll drink to that. Jeremy. He just keeps
Oh,
disappearing.
There's a problem with the Matrix.
I disappeared that time. That was the first time I disappeared. This background's kind of fun to deal with.
It's interesting. I mean,
Oh,
not quite as
there you
interesting as mine, but it's acceptable.
All
Sure.
right. So what's next on the list, Cass?
I didn't have a list. I told you.
I thought Cass had
Piece of
nothing
shit.
to do with the preparation for this episode.
I have nothing to do with anything.
She did throw that disclaimer out at the very top of the episode.
I did. I owned it.
Can we be real? Like, how is this different than any other fucking episode?
All right. I see how you are.
What's next on the list is me pouring another drink.
There we go.
Now I get to watch
All right,
Dave
so
bartend.
we are going to do another drunken confession.
I thought that's why we did so many last week.
Oh, I'm like the chest. Sorry, okay.
All right,
Owning
so
it. I'm owning that.
what is the one thing you've missed the most and the one thing you've missed the least during quarantine?
Okay, I'll go first.
It's like,
All right, Stephanie first.
I'll go first. The thing I've missed the least is people, like just random people. It's been nice not having to be around just a bunch of randoms, like at the store or at bars or whatever. The thing I've missed the most, other than the obvious, well, you guys know what the obvious is. The thing that I've missed the most is just getting to be with my friends, like together, together and having fun. And whether
she means
it's-
me. She means me, by the way, in case anybody's wondering. It's
Yeah, I just meant Cass. No one else, just Cass.
Well, you can include them too, but you mostly meant me.
Right.
No.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
But yeah,
Cass,
so,
what
like,
is-
Clarify.
Yeah,
oh, I'm sorry. And
we're good. What's up, Cass? What's your answer?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
What I miss the most and miss the least? Spending money at restaurants.
You missed that the least.
Both. Most and I miss it the least. I like looking at my checking account going, got an extra zero in there. Damn.
Yo, how is there a comma?
Right.
Right? But at the same time, I also miss going out and hanging out with my friends outside, and
White Horse is calling our name.
it
I
totally
know.
is. It really is.
Or
We're going to
Bellicoso.
that place.
Uber's running again, right? Uber and Lyft are going again?
They should be.
I have no idea.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Dave.
Steve knows. We should call him the Wizard.
Wizard.
Like the Wizard of Oz? Like the one with the answers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because even
Cass
earlier,
was
I
like,
was like,
"Shh."
even earlier, I was
Gandalf?
like, is it too early to drink? And he said, never. And I was like, he has the answers.
As long
Yes,
as
all
I'm
the
not the
answers.
shame wizard from Big Mouth.
Oh, Jesus.
oh yeah.
All right,
All
Amy.
right, so the thing that I miss the most is physical hugs.
Yeah.
I'm a hugger. I know. Aw. I miss hugging my mom. I miss hugging my mom. I miss my nieces, my nephews. I miss that physical touch between. That's who I am. I love giving hugs. The thing I missed the least was going out and calling my husband saying, I need a ride home, or do I need to call an Uber?
Can you come get me? I'm drunk.
Nice.
Jeremy, what's yours?
I don't know. I wasn't allowed to quarantine, so.
Oh, that's true.
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 Well, you
Yeah, but
did.
there-
You did to some degree. Like with me. Same with me. I worked the whole time.
But you still, like, there are certain things you couldn't do because they weren't open or, like,
But
whatever.
he was totally okay with it.
I feel
Yeah.
that. I feel that. Well,
Alright.
I guess Dave.
So
My answer,
again, I will go with other than the obvious. Thing I've missed the most, being in the studios. Hands down, that has been. Yeah, I mean, not being in the studios and seeing everybody and having the shows running, that's been shitty. Thing I've missed the least.
I'm going to be editing this because it's a long silence.
So, yeah,
I know, right?
I mean,
Today, Junior.
I don't know that I've missed anything the least, just because I mean it's my life hasn't changed all that much other than being out and being in the studios. I mean, I still see my friends on Zoom. I still see that kind of stuff. So yeah.
You don't miss the physical touch.
No, well, that would be the most. That would be the most stuff. Like what I've
Oh
missed,
yeah, the least.
yeah,
stuff.
what I've missed the least. Meh.
Dill
Okay.
pickle soup from Hamtown. What? I
So
missed that
Jeremy-
shit.
That's
Jeremy said he couldn't come up with one. I came up with one for him because that's what wives do. I'm
Aw.
pretty sure he misses the least of drunk wife calling him.
to see
Saying,
if
"Can
he
you
can get a
come
ride.
pick
If
me
she can
up?"
get a ride home, or if she should call an Uber. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Last night, but she fell on the floor.
No, that wasn't last night.
Dude,
And
there
then
was
what?
there
You
was
fell on
one
the
night.
floor?
There was one night over the course of this whole quarantine thing where I was so hammered, I literally was in my basement and still almost like I opened up the Uber app, like it was like a reflex.
Oh, shit.
That's priceless. That is priceless.
I had
Sir, take me home.
All right,
You're
so
home.
that's a
So
whole nother
you-
level.
you guys think it's time for the gift?
I think it is. I think
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah.
So like I said,
Let's-
you're going to want to drop that background, but yeah,
yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to drop the backgrounds.
and I'm going to have a tears and a
And,
shot before this one.
What you drinking? What you drinking? Your Chambord and
Another
yeah.
PB&J.
Screwball? Is that Screwball that you're drinking?
It is Screwball peanut butter whiskey and Chambord.
I gave-
It is-
I gave mine away and I forget who I gave it away to.
I mean, there
Right.
there are liquor stores you can buy another bottle. You've been
know.
saying this for 2 weeks now.
I know, but I'm really puzzled who I gave that away to and why I gave it away.
Don't worry,
I know
it's
I gave it
gone.
away. I
It's
was
just
drinking. I had too much to drink. Somebody said they like it. I'm like, I'll take it. I'll get another bottle.
Oh, wait. Good thing about the pandemic, I learned that you can order beer and cigarettes. I have them delivered to your doorstep.
We did figure that out.
Nice.
And I learned you can have alcohol delivered to someone else's doorstep.
Yes.
And by the way, guys, you're welcome because I'm the one that told Amy
Yes.
about the delivery service because I know
Yes.
the owner of the store and I'm like, here. So,
All right. So again, for anybody who's just tuning in or you missed the beginning half, it's Jeremy and I's
No.
3-year
First
wedding
off,
anniversary.
no. First off, go back and watch the first half. We'll wait. Go for those who did. Just go back and watch and then come back. We'll wait for you to catch up. Go ahead.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
We're back.
All right. So Dave had to pick out a gift for me to buy for Jeremy, and Cass had to pick out a gift for Jeremy to buy for me. So Stephanie, because you're our impartial judge, who do you want to open the gift first?
You, Amy. I want you.
All right. For the record, though, Jeremy had to get something different than what he sent me because he didn't have the exact same thing. So I'm going to be a little surprised, too, because I don't know exactly what you got.
Okay, well, I want to see
get him something a little different.
I want to see Amy open it because I mean,
I'm really nervous. I have butterflies in my stomach.
I'm not gonna. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw this out there. I would almost save Amy for last.
She's gonna be red the whole time.
Well, so
but she's gotta enjoy Jeremy's first.
That's my point. So I'm kind of thinking that like we let Jeremy go first.
You know what? It was my choice, but fine.
Fine.
You know what?
You're
Jeremy,
right. No, you're right.
Jeremy, go ahead.
Right. I should
Jeremy,
shut up.
you open first.
No,
I feel like there's peer pressure going on.
Yeah, I know. Stephanie, you are the judge. You
are the arbiter. It is your decision.
You said I had to open my.
I started with the hands, Dave. You're not ready for this. Okay.
Okay. We are going to do our cards. We're going to do our cards when we're not on Zoom, so it's just going to be the guest process. So
are the cards all mushy gushy shit?
Probably.
Well, I know mine to him is gushy gushy. So
nobody likes that shit.
That's not entertaining.
Nobody wants to see that shit.
Nobody wants to see that. Okay, so it's a
If I want to see that, I'll go on Lifetime.
The Victoria's Secret bag. Mind you, I have a lot of these in the.
Steph, you know what? I am going to apologize. I was absolutely wrong in what I was saying. You were absolutely correct that Amy should be open. I'm an idiot. I had that flipped in my head. You were right. I was wrong.
Oh my God.
Live on video.
You guys, mark the time. Mark the time, people.
And it's recorded.
I know.
He's going to isolate the shit out of that clip.
Oh my God. Thank God for social media because this shit is going around the world.
Wrong.
Okay, so it's in a Victoria's Secret bag. However, I own a lot of Victoria's Secret bags in the basement, so I think he reused mine.
Well, and we all know that Victoria's Secret is that she's a slut. We all know. That's not.
Oh, and it's got our original wrapping paper from our wedding inside of it.
That's kind of cute.
Obviously he's reusing it wrapping paper.
Kind of adorbs.
It's kind of cute though.
Kind of
You were
adorbs.
creative.
What do you mean it was creative? You don't like your bag?
Right, no. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Uh-oh.
What the actual fuck?
Show the people.
Hold it up to the screen. We need to see what it is.
Yeah, we can't see. You got to open it up, Amy.
It's a ball gag.
No, it's more than that.
No, I'm sorry.
It's more than that.
Kit, and I'm like,
It's a starter kit.
Alrighty then.
Oh, okay. So
Jeremy, air high five, dude. Good job.
for the people who are just listening, Amy just received basically a bondage starter pack.
Basically,
okay, so it says it has 4
Kinkball
tethers.
101.
All right, so it says, if I can get through this.
Okay.
4 tethers.
Are you crying?
I get
Not yet.
I get teary-eyed when I get nervous. Sorry.
Not yet.
4 tethers with ankle and leg cuffs, breathable ball gag, which we'll never fucking use. Plush leather handcuffs, plush leather leg cuffs, satin eye mask, a flogger, a 12-inch leather paddle, an 11-inch feather tickler, a hog tie connector, and sexy dice.
Oh, there's dice?
Wait, how are you suddenly fucking interested just when there's dice? Like, what are you, a craps fanatic? Like, what?
Okay, so,
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy?
We're doing that.
Dave,
Jeremy?
Dave, I'm kind of disappointed in you right now.
Hey,
Jeremy?
I
You gotta let us know if you use all the items.
honestly, I think this is a complimentary gift that goes with this.
It actually
Yeah.
does. It does freaking go with it.
Well, and that's why when you guys like sent me like what they were each getting, I know it wasn't what Jeremy got wasn't exactly what he, you know,
I
but
need
it's
another
very
fucking
similar.
shot after that.
I feel like you might as well have a few at this point, sweetheart.
Oh my god.
Just
Yeah.
knock them back, kiddo.
Lower those inhibitions, Amy. Lower them.
It's only 7:36, and he is going to use that ball gag tonight, so you might want to loosen yourself up a little bit.
True story.
See, that's how we're going to help her get into that pretzel position with the feet behind the ears and the hands around the sides on buttocks.
So that that's a soft spreader
Oh.
bar,
Yes, it's a spreader bar.
Yes.
which again is perfectly. It's very complimentary for the rest of the stuff.
Yes.
Nice.
Does it come with instructions?
I'm sure it does. Or you can Google it.
I mean, I'm sorry. Did you not see the box? There are pictures. That's, it basically says, "Do this."
Oh no, man! It kind of looks like Chinese.
Oh my God.
It's like IKEA. You don't need to understand Swedish. There's just pictures. You do your thing.
Amy, why are you blacking out your background?
So I can try to disappear for a second, but it's not working.
She's
Yeah.
definitely.
How you doing there, sweetheart? You all right?
She'll be fine.
Okay, we gotta go. We'll see you guys next week.
No.
All right. Bye,
Okay,
Amy.
then.
All righty. Good for her. Good for them.
You guys, I just got really good news. My show
What?
tonight got canceled.
Phenomenal.
Woo.
Guess who's drinking more wine? This
Yay.
girl.
All right. So apparently, with their departure, that brings us to the end of
Yes.
this episode of Drunken Confessions.
So we're gonna. So you know what's funny though is I did a cheers for them tonight.
They can
Because,
hear it.
you
They
know,
can hear it on the replay.
Yeah.
hear it on the replay. So here's our parting cheers for tonight. And I was just gonna say, Amy and Jeremy, congratulations on rocking the shit out of marriage. Cheers.
Congratulations. It's awesome. They're so happy, and that's great.
It is. I know. So, all right. On that note, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Friday, we'll do our recap. We always do our hangover show.
Absolutely.
7.
Oh yeah, that actually might
Sometimes
be,
at 6:30.
that might be super interesting this week.
Because this week we can get feedback on what happened and whether
Oh
or
my
not
God.
Jeremy got to use the ball gag.
She got out of here so quick after that. Oh man.
It's
Oh, man.
hilarious. I love it. I can't wait to hear the
Okay.
recap.
Welcome to
We'll have
50
get
Shades of
Jeremy on that.
Hey.
Because we know Amy ain't gonna be spilling no secrets, so we'll have to get Jeremy on
We'll have to get
here.
Jeremy back in.
Somebody's
absolutely.
spilling the beans. We're getting
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, oh for sure. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thanks again for listening to our show tonight. If you want more information, you can find it at facebook.com/mydrunkenconfessions.